I'll be teaching you all of the best strategies so you can complete every single one of the smash and grab challenges fast. And we're starting now. What's going on, guys? My name is Stormranger. Welcome back to one of my videos. If this is your first time here, you want to learn how to complete your challenges fast, how to level up quickly in Fortnite, and all other things regarding Fortnite. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on anything. So on screen now you can see what all of the smash and grab challenges are. Credit to @ChinaBR on Twitter for leaking these challenges and creating this clean graphic as the time of making this video. The first 7 of these challenges are all of the normal smash and grab challenges, and the next 7 are all of the prestige smash and grab challenges. In this video, we're going over every single one of these challenges. If the player manages to complete the 7 normal challenges, they'll be awarded these really cool awards you can see on screen. And if the player manages to complete the 7 prestige smash and grab challenges, they'll be awarded these awesome rewards. Since all these rewards are so cool, I'll be going over how to complete all these challenges now. Now, the first challenge is to search 3 chests within 60 seconds after landing from the battle bus. Now, most of these challenges in this week's set have some sort of time limit. This time limit is often after jumping out of the battle bus, from searching an object such as a chest, or from using an item such as the launch pad. Now, for a big portion of these challenges, if not all, I advise you complete them within Team Rumble, as in Team Rumble, you and your opponents can respawn. And for this challenge in particular, in Team Rumble, opponents tend to stick to their side of the map in the early game, which eliminates the high likelihood of being killed while trying to complete this challenge, as long as you stick on your side of the map, when landing at a location searching for chests. Anyways, for this challenge, once you're in the game with Team Rumble, land in the name location that is of course on your side of the map, where you know the chest spawn location as well, because you'll need to get 3 different chests within the first minute of the game. Of course, you can search 3 chests in separate games, however, that will take a lot longer. Personally, I'll land at a location such as the main house of Fatal Fields, as there are 2 potential chest spawns at these locations, and then another 2 potential chest spawns at these 2 locations outside of the house. Another place to land is Pleasant Park, as there are potential chest spawns at these locations you can see on screen now at Pleasant Park. But of course, just land at the place that you are the most comfortable with. As long as you do this, this challenge shouldn't be too hard at all. And the second challenge is to land at a hotspot in 3 different matches. This challenge is very easy. In case you were unaware, hotspot is a location whose name is yellow on the map, meaning that they spawn loot carriers. Just jump into a game of solos, then land at a hotspot, and then leave a match. Afterwards, just repeat this process in 2 more matches. That is all you need to do. And the third challenge is to deal 100 damage within 30 seconds after using a launch pad. Of course, for this challenge, just head into Team Rumble. Launch pads can be found within supply drops, which spawn within the storm circle throughout the game. Spend the first 2 minutes looking to find weapons that you're comfortable with, and then, when supply drops start spawning, die in game so you can respawn within the storm circle. Loot as many supply drops as you can so you can find as many launch pads as possible. Once the storm starts to close in the storm circle and opponents start to rotate in, place the launch pad close to the ground near where people are fighting. Don't place it high up, as it will likely be destroyed if you do that. Finally, just use that launch pad and then immediately land on other players after using that launch pad, and try to deal 100 damage. Of course, it will likely take a few attempts to complete this challenge, so make sure that you remember where you place the launch pad, so you can return to that same launch pad. As long as you do this, this challenge shouldn't be too much trouble at all. Now, the fourth challenge is to search 2 chests within 30 seconds of each other 3 different times. Just like the first challenge, simply visit locations that you know well that are on your side of the map within a game of Team Rumble. In case you forgot, here are some chest locations over at Fatal Fields and Pleasant Park. Just don't forget about the 30-second time limit when searching chests. Now, the 5th challenge is to pick up a legendary item in 3 different matches. Just like the Launchpad challenge, you can easily find legendary weapons within supply drops within Team Rumble. Since completing all these challenges will likely take you a few matches of Team Rumble, just make sure to grab a legendary weapon from a supply drop whenever you have the chance within the different games of Team Rumble. That's all you need to do for this challenge. Now, the 6th challenge is to search a supply drop within 10 seconds of it landing. As you know by now, you'll have the most luck finding supply drops within the storm circle in a game of Team Rumble. Just find a supply drop that is still in the air and then wait for it to land, and then immediately search the supply drop once it lands. Just remember to be on the lookout when you're waiting for the supply drop to land to make sure that your teammates or opponents won't steal the supply drop from you. And of course, if you can, once you search the supply drop, make sure to grab a legendary weapon so you can complete the previous challenge at the same time. This challenge is very straightforward, and I'm sure you won't have any trouble with it at all. The 7th and final normal challenge is to deal 200 damage to opponents at hotspots. So for this challenge, I recommend that you land at a hotspot in the early game in a normal game of solos. since hotspots usually have plenty of loot, you will need to be on the lookout for other players. And the reason that I say to land at a hotspot in the early game is for two reasons. Number one, there will almost always be players, so you won't need to worry about not finding anyone at the hotspot. And number two, the early game is very luck oriented. You may be lucky and find a powerful shotgun, like a purple combat, within the first 20 seconds of the game, while one or more of your opponents may not even find a pistol. Since the early game is so lucky oriented, this will of course take you a few games, but that does not matter, as each game will only take you a minute or two. And as long as you follow this strategy, you shouldn't have too much trouble completing this challenge at all, no matter what your skill level is. Now those were all of the normal challenges. The remainder of the challenges are all of the prestige challenges. Now the first of these challenges is to search a chest and an ammo box within 30 seconds after landing from the battle bus 3 different times. Now this challenge is just like the first challenge in this set of challenges. The only difference is you must search a chest and an ammo box instead of 2 chests, and also the amount of time you have to do so. Now just like the first challenge, you should of course land at a name location that you know very well that is on your side of the map within a game at Team Rumble. Now for Fatal Fields, one of the locations that I mentioned before, you can find chests here and ammo boxes here right next to the chests. And of course, at Pleasant Park, the other name location that I mentioned before, you can find chests here and ammo boxes, once again, right next to the chests here. Once you have successfully searched a chest and an ammo box within the first 30 seconds of a game, you can simply leave the match. At this point, you just need to repeat this process 2 more times. Now, as long as you use this strategy, this challenge shouldn't be too hard at all. Now, the second challenge is to destroy 3 loot carriers within 60 seconds after landing from the battle bus. Now, this challenge is most easily completed within a game of Team Rumble. Land at a hotspot when it is on your side of the map. When you're gliding down into the location, look for weapons that are spawning on the ground, as you want to get one as soon as possible. The ideal weapon is an AR, but almost any weapon will work. Once you've gotten a weapon, just look for loot carriers, which are these things that you can see on screen now. They should be floating around everywhere. Finally, just use the weapon that you found to shoot down 3 loot carriers. Of course, this challenge can be done within different matches, though it's a lot faster and shouldn't be too hard to complete within a single match. Now the third challenge is to eliminate opponents within 30 seconds after using a launch pad. For this challenge, just use my advice for the previous launch pad related challenge. The only difference is that you must get an elimination instead of only dealing damage. So because of that, I recommend that you land very close to opponents after using your launch pad and push shotgun fights, as those are often the quickest fights. Anyways, this challenge shouldn't be too hard at all as long as you use my strategy. Now the fourth challenge is to search 3 chests within 30 seconds of each other. Just like the previous challenge of its type, you want to land at a name location that you are familiar with on your side of the map within a game of Team Rumble. And of course, in case you forgot, despite me showing this image way too many times, here are a few chest locations over at Fatal Fields and Pleasant Park. Now since you have only 30 seconds to complete this challenge, I recommend that you find all 3 chests you want to search before you go and search for them. Just watch out on the minimap, as your teammates might try and search your chests before you. Once you found 3 different chests, simply go ahead and search all 3 of them within a 30-second time frame. Now since you've already had some time to practice this challenge with the previous challenge of this type, this challenge shouldn't be too hard for you to complete at all. Now the 5th challenge is to pick up 3 legendary items within a single match. Now for this challenge, obviously, you should be playing in Team Rumble, and your main focus should be to loot and find 3 legendary weapons instead of fighting opponents. As I mentioned before, you'll have the most luck finding legendary weapons within supply drops, as I believe 2 different legendary weapons are guaranteed to spawn within a single supply drop. And of course, supply drops will be spawning within the center of the storm circle throughout the match. Since games at Team Rumble are 10 to 15 minutes long, and supply drops are guaranteed to give you legendary weapons, you shouldn't have too much trouble finding 3 legendary weapons within a single match of Team Rumble at all. Now the 6th challenge is to collect 100 of each material within 60 seconds after landing from the battle bus. Like always, just go into Team Rumble for this challenge, as you get more material per pickaxe swing in Team Rumble versus any other game mode. Now regarding where you should land, I recommend you land over at Junction, and specifically this part, because you will need to get 100 of wood, brick, and metal. On screen now you can see me doing this. You can get 100 wood very easily from the wood pallets, then you can get 100 metal from the smashed cars, and finally you can get 100 brick from the walls to the building. As long as you land at this location, it shouldn't be too hard at all, getting 100 wood, brick, and metal within a span of only 1 minute after you've landed. The 7th and final challenge out of all the smash and grab challenges is to eliminate 3 opponents at a hotspot. Just like the original variation of the challenge, just land at hotspots right off the bat within games and solos. Then, take advantage of any luck that you have to get eliminations. And obviously, this will take you a few rounds to complete, but shouldn't be too hard to complete at all, regardless of your skill level, because your early game is so luck oriented. Now, this challenge is the same as the original variation of this challenge. The only difference is that you must eliminate opponents instead of killing them. Anyways, that has been how to complete all of the smash and grab challenges in Fortnite Season 10. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions on any of these challenges, just ask them in the comment section down below, and I'll be trying my best to get back to every single one of you guys as soon as possible. And if you want updates on all the Fortnite challenges and how to complete them before they're even out, follow me over on Twitter at StormRangerJJ. There will be a link down in the description. And also, if you want to learn how to complete your challenges fast, how to level quickly in Fortnite, and all other things regarding Fortnite, so now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on anything. All you gotta do is click this notification, you can see it on screen. And if you want even more help on all of your Season 10 challenges, check out this video that I made on how to complete all the spray and pray challenges. This video is over, all you gotta do is click this notification, you can see on screen now. Anyways, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!